Okay, today we're gonna be diving in to one of the most popular brands in golf. It's gotta be at least top 3, and going through all of their irons for 2024. That is the Taylormade iron setup.
And we just got in our fitting heads here in the store. We're gonna break down all their iron heads, tell you which one you probably need if you're in the market for Taylormade. Oh, and by the way, we have the brand new QIs, and I'm excited to hit these. I've never hit these before.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Let's roll.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cowabunga, baby.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Way better. Way better.
That's what makes...
That's a hole in one.
Don't forget, guys, if you're in the Denver metro area or you're coming through Colorado, or you want to get one of these products on order, give us a shot at it. We really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe. That like button helps us out a ton. If you have questions or want to see what product we have in stock, Trevor and I will personally respond to you. info@embersgolf.com right here, or you can shoot us a text or call and ask for the golf side. They'll transfer you over to Trevor or myself. We appreciate the opportunity at the business if this video is helpful. Okay, Trevor, tell us your pet peeves. Let's go.
My pet peeves, and this was before we had a golf shop, is every time I was researching new irons, because you know I love to tinker, I was always researching irons nonstop. All manufacturers, in my opinion, make either too many iron heads, or it's really confusing to know what you might need.
Yeah, which one is which?
If you can't go through a fitting. Which, by the way, the easiest way to eliminate that is just go through a fitting.
Yeah.
Come here, we got the Taylormades now, go through a fitting. There's my little plug.
Talk to an expert.
But what I really like about Taylormade is they have a fairly simple line logic, and it's very easy to start eliminating irons based on what you need. All right, so they have 7 iron heads.
Okay.
There's one we know we can eliminate right off the bat, easy peasy.
It's easier than,
the Tiger Woods iron head.
Yep.
This club head is made and like literally designed by Tiger Woods for Tiger Woods. Can you hit the iron like Tiger Woods?
I cannot.
No.
Can you?
Can another human on the planet hit an iron like Tiger Woods?
They cannot.
No. As far as iron plays go, I still don't think there's anyone as strong of an iron play as Tiger Woods.
Sure.
So if you are shopping for this, you are really dumb.
Yeah.
You should not be buying that club.
Unless it's going on like a display case on
like
your
a souvenir
wall.
or something.
That thing should never touch grass. Don't do it.
That's true. I mean, we'll sell you one for your office.
Yeah, it is a sweet looking iron set.
Oh yeah, but we know we can eliminate that.
Yeah.
So now we're down to 5 iron heads.
Yeah.
So the idea is we want to, in the shopping process, sort of narrow this down to help the shoppers at home.
Yeah, and we've had people comment in the past like, a lot of iron heads help people. They give people the most options. Yeah, but you don't have that many swings in a fitting. You have X amount of swings to figure out what you are fit into. So if we can narrow that down before we even get to the store, which 3 or which 2 we need to hit is the goal.
Yep. And the 7 MBs really need to be eliminated right off the bat too.
Yeah.
Unless you're a
a
stick, you might play those. But even guys on tour are playing more of the 7 MCs.
Yeah, this might be in their 8 and 9 iron.
All right, so this is a question mark. I would say majority, I suck at question marks.
Well, are you even left-handed or are you doing this for fun?
No, erase me. I'm gonna put a question mark here, okay?
There you go, just take a little time.
So I would say 80% of the golfers out there should not be playing this iron either.
I might say up towards 90%.
But guess who has a set of these?
Who? Oh, you.
Me.
Yeah. Yep. Custom fit.
Yeah.
I remember that day when I was like, hey, Trev, I just got fit for the 770s. What'd you get fit for? And he's like, the 7 MCs.
But I was striping it that day. I'll talk about my experience here in a minute.
Sure.
So that really, for the 90% of golfers,
we have a sweet spot.
The QL or the QI high launch and the QI, we're gonna basically call that the same. And we'll talk some of the differences here in a minute.
Yep.
But what I really love about Taylormade is it's really, really simple. 90% of golfers should be buying 3. You have 1 of 3 choices, really.
Yeah.
You should be buying the QI, you should be buying the P790, or the 770.
Yep.
Now I will say, in order, we're gonna actually hit these and see for ourselves. In order, I would say majority of golfers probably fit here.
Yep.
Here, and then here. Am I right?
No,
or
I would
you
agree with
reverse that?
No.
1 and 2 are close.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I haven't hit this yet, so I'm not sure. QIs, game improvement iron.
Yeah. So entry level, you're getting into the game, you love the game, you're about to invest in the game.
These are blanket statements,
Yes.
though. It's not a overall rule.
No.
A lot of mid-handicappers are going to play this.
Yeah.
P790s, mid-handicapper.
Yep.
All right?
For sure.
P770s, a little bit better ball striker. Guys that don't need as much distance as a mid-handicapper, I would say low to mid-handicapper.
Yeah.
That's a really kind of oversimplifying it because this isn't a one-size-fits-all.
No.
But that's a really easy way to kind of break it down.
Yeah. Because you see guys on YouTube, I'm not going to name drop any guys, but they're probably in the plus handicap region, and they're playing 770s.
Yes.
They've taken the MCs out of the bag. So these, all 3 of these could fit a lot of different ball strikers.
And then you have a guy like me with a 20 handicap playing this.
That raises some of these, some question marks.
Okay, let's talk. We want to get to hitting balls, but let's talk a little bit about technology here on why these clubs are for who they are.
Okay.
We're going to really deep dive into the QI10
Because that's really the only
this is
iron
the
that's brand new.
new iron,
I'll hold the rest of them.
and that's what we're excited to hit. So talk to me about technology here.
Okay, so the QI10, it's got the integrated design system, which is going to be very similar to their new driver. They're trying to open up the sweet spots. Instead of being in that one dead center of the club, they've opened it up a little bit more towards the toe, a little bit lower and higher on the club face, so that way you're not as punished on the mishits, which is huge, especially for game improvement.
And the speed pocket in here,
Yeah.
that really helps with distance. So the QIs are really for guys that need yardage. If you need help with yardage
and getting the ball up.
Yeah.
Getting the ball up in the air, the QI is going to be that sweet spot.
And I think aesthetically, a huge improvement over the stealth, old stealth iron. So this is
Very
the
smooth.
replacement of the stealth irons, and I think they look way, way better.
Yeah.
And I think the faces, another thing with these guys is the faces, they took the principle of the 790s, and the faces are individually designed. So the center of gravities and all that differ vary off of club head. So these clubs are designed variably, I guess you could say.
So they're almost like when people do like a combo set of different iron sets, the QI series is almost built to be a combo set. So your longer irons are helping you a little bit more with those thin shots, so forward.
Yeah. The 790s, which are Taylormade's best-selling iron, and honestly the sweet spot for the majority of golfers, and there's a reason it's so successful. One, I think it's extremely attractive. It looks like a blade.
It looks like a player's club.
Looks like a player's club, but it's not. And again, you can see optimized individually per club head, and then of course it's filled with Taylormade's patented speed foam, which is in here, which is going to help with forgiveness a ton on off-centered hits. So it's the best seller because it looks like a blade, but it's going to play almost like a game improvement club.
Yeah, and again, each club is made differently to help you throughout the bag, no matter which iron you're hitting.
Now we're kind of skimming, we're going through them fairly quickly, but the 770s aesthetically look almost identical to a 790 when you look at them. And again, basically the same technology. 770s are going to be a smaller club face, so we can have a little bit more control of turning the club face over for maybe players that require or have a little bit more skill set that can create some shot shaping. If you don't need help with distance, like us in Colorado, we don't need the extra distance, so the 770 helps, or if you need to get the ball in the air a little bit more, sometimes the 770 helps with that. So not as quite strongly lofted. And then the 7MCs, if you really wanted to dabble and feel like you're eating your Wheaties that day, this is like a true player's club, and I think aesthetically my favorite club of the bunch.
I actually like that little slight cavity back look.
Yeah,
I think
and
that's
I like
very
the chrome,
attractive.
and not a lot to this club except that it's 5 times forged.
Yeah.
So it's just a true forged club with a machine milled face grooves. Pretty simple. So let's hit some, see which one fits us the best for the 2024 lineup, and see which one you might need at home. All right, Sate's getting the club heads ready. we're really only gonna hit the 770, 790, and QI10 since 95% of golfers, that's what they need. We're not gonna get in the weeds on sort of the pro versions, but I wanted to hit a few with my 7MC so I can kind of show you. I love, absolutely love these clubs. The problem is they're just not forgiving enough for me to actually put them in the bag. And they feel fantastic. They feel great. But the technology and the forgiveness in the 770s and 790s is almost so good that you're kind of silly not to take advantage of it.
Yeah, you're honestly setting yourself up for failure.
So see, that's a miss.
If you want to enjoy golf, the 770s and the 790s especially should probably be where most golfers fall.
Yeah. So that was a huge miss hit. And I like my 7-iron going about 180 yards. I went 136. So
not getting
you're sacrificing a ton of yardage on your miss hits with a straight forge club. And that's just any brand, not just Taylormade. Yeah.
Well, we could probably dial that in and get you fit for that.
Yeah. Well, I was fit for it.
Oh.
And it's great fitting. Great fitting. All right. So you want to start with the QI10?
Let's do it.
What are we looking for in game improvement, Tate? What are we trying to avoid, which is common with game improvement?
What? What are we trying to avoid?
We don't want
to hear a click. We don't want a very clicky sounding club head, and we also don't want unstable rocket balls.
Yeah.
So you want some kind of stability in your yardage, which is hard to do with player and game improvement clubs, which we understand why. People are trying to gain yardage.
Looking over them, the top line's thick, but it's not anything I couldn't get over. There's a thin one. Now with these more of the game improvement, I would really like to pay attention to my miss hits. There's a decent one. 186, a little low launching. I'd have to tweak the shaft a little bit. I could probably dial that in with a different shaft versus like my gamer shaft. I'm starting to figure it out now. It doesn't feel clicky.
It doesn't sound clicky.
Yeah, how's the sound?
It doesn't have a clicky sound. It sounds soft. Like a very soft, muffled thud, which is the goal.
All right, that's good enough for me. They felt really solid. They're kind of low launching bullets for me. I'd probably have to spend some time tweaking with, finding a different shaft versus what's in my gaming clubs. Because this head is so different than what I hit. But overall, very impressed. I love the look of it. Top line's good. Sound is good. And it feels good. Doesn't feel clicky either. Oh, you got no problem there. So Tate's a little bit better ball striker than me. What I'm curious though, are you going to get any rocket balls?
Well, that was 205 yards. So.
Yeah, but I wouldn't call that a rocket ball. You're probably need to set the green at 200. I'm looking if you actually center one, if it's going to go like 220. You like the feel of it?
Yeah, it's not bad. Not terrible spin. Obviously, I'm like 800 RPMs low.
But it's launching. Better for you than I thought it would.
Oh, that one might be a rocket ball. Yeah.
So that is the problem with the full game improvement style is
really pured it.
When you pure it, it's going to go.
Yeah.
And that's every game improvement iron we've tested. Right?
Yeah. Here's another one. That's because it's draw though.
But the thing they're counting on, and this is all game improvement irons, is that you only center one right here.
Once in a blue moon.
Maybe I doubt once around with that specific iron.
Yeah, with that one, yeah.
They're not counting on it, and you aren't either.
Okay, so we have the 790s, which again, like we mentioned earlier, is probably going to be the most popular iron head that they sell. Green set at 180. I expect more standard numbers, not as many flyers. You still can get them a little bit, I think, with this, but this should be all around a really solid iron. Top line still isn't crazy thin. Oh, that went far. So far, it feels really good. It feels very soft, which I think you get that really soft feel because of that patented foam that they have in there, that speed foam. Okay, Trev, you have the 790 in your hand. You just hit the QI series. What do you see? Talk to me.
Top line's still, I mean, a little thick, but it's a little more cleaned up than the QI. I personally like the feel of it. That was a terrible toe shot. And it felt pretty good on the face.
That speed foam is no joke.
Yeah, it works. There we go. There we go. Feels really good.
I still got a couple of rocket balls with that thing.
Oh yeah, it does feel really good.
It does.
Still a little low launching for me though. And again, I think we could tweak that with...
Yeah, I wouldn't. It's only gonna get worse as we go.
Yeah.
Get to the 770s.
All right, let's go to the 770s.
A little Diet Coke time.
A little DC.
Yeah, I gotta hit the gym tonight still. Trying to lose some weight. Trevor and I got, Trevor's obviously doing a lot better job of cutting weight than I am lately, but we have a huge trip coming in Scotland. Our dream trip. Shooting a lot of course vlogs. What do we got? 8 rounds in 7 days? 8 rounds in 6 days?
I think 9 rounds in...
9 rounds in 7 days.
Something like that.
And we're course vlogging a lot of it, so stay tuned. It's going to be awesome. And if you're in Scotland, if you're one of our fans in Scotland, send us a message because we'd love to get some insider tips and maybe meet up while we're there. All right, Trev, 770. What are you hoping for?
I'm hoping for this to be the club. Yeah. So much thinner top line, so I don't think this has as much speed foam in there.
But it suits your eye.
Suits my eye better. Mm-hmm. I'm sure not as much forgiveness as the 790. It is smaller, but it's more of like your traditional, I think it's a 33 degree loft 7 iron. So it's more like your traditional tour loft.
A player's club,
And so I'm hoping it's going to help a lot with my launch angle and descent angle here. Aesthetically, way more pleasing. Oh yeah, that's a bad shot, and it just got in the air a little bit better for me.
Yeah.
Still a bad shot.
Yep. That one sounded crispy.
Feels better.
It does feel better, doesn't it?
Feels a lot like the 790 though.
Yeah.
But it's just launching better for me.
I hit my normal carry with the 770. So that's what got me really excited is my numbers started lining up, which is sweet.
See, that's a thin one. That's still not a great shot. I think what I like about the 770 is it gives me a lot of the benefits of like a player's club.
But the forgiveness.
A lot of the forgiveness.
Your dispersion hasn't left the green.
Of the 790.
Your dispersion's been within the green this whole time.
I haven't sweeted one, I don't think. Oh yeah, way better. Way better.
How much better?
Way. Almost in the hole better.
Wow.
So this is why you need to get fitted. So I was hitting my gamer shaft, but my gamer shaft just wasn't working with this club head. So you sometimes got to tinker. I'm always like, I'm a KBS 120 Tour S. Not always. Club head has a lot to do with that. Let's try another one. That was just a mishit, but let's see what it does. Still getting in the air.
Here we go. So now we got the 770s queued up and ready to hit. This one is by far the one that I would like to get fit into. I did get fit into the 770s and I liked the way they felt a lot. Top line's definitely the most attractive out of the three. Let's see how it performs. I got the green set at 180, P770s. Just pulled it a little bit, but it was a good strike. Oh, fat. See, but that's kind of good to have there. So you hit a really fat one like that and you lose 20 yards of carry. Oh yeah, fading right back. It's a couple of really good ones there. See, now this is right on par, kind of like Trevor was saying with our carry numbers here at Colorado. This iron is the one that's right on par with where I want my 7 iron. Carrying like 175, 174.
All right, just for fun, let me try a 7MB for funsies.
The 7MB, if you decide to take this out on the course, it'll be fun for no one. Actually, it might be fun for the guys playing with you, unless your pace of play sucks.
Yeah. Especially if you got money on it.
I'd be laughing.
All right, 7MB time. Whew. It's a little intimidating. Oh, once you know, I just striped.
But look at that. That's that tour loft right there.
Yeah. Didn't
Still
go
a
as
strike,
far.
but it's another, what, degree or two?
Didn't go as far, but it's better spin and better launch and descent
That
angle.
one might be 34 degrees.
34. But it wasn't well struck. I mean, it was well struck, but it wasn't.
You don't have you don't have as big a sweet spot with that bad boy.
No, it wasn't pured. So it's gonna. That's the thing. It's gonna take off yardage.
Okay, that's 2 in a row.
Oh my God.
And that's what makes.
That's a hole in one.
Go, go! Oh. On the line.
If we would have had the line on the hole, it would have went in.
All right, I think you should order a set today.
I might. You know what? I think I might. One more? Should I go 3 for 3?
Yeah. Okay, there it is, a little knuckle.
And I felt that one in the hands.
Yeah.
Got me.
Yeah, that sounds like you hit it off the tip of the bat playing T-ball.
Yeah. No, maybe someday, 7MB.
I would love
But
that
that day-
for my clubs to look like that.
Yes.
But then play as forgiving.
That day is not today.
No. This is what I'm thinking for the Taylormade clubs. The QI series is a game improvement, is what it's labeled as, but a lot of guys could take advantage of the pros that it offers. Higher launching,
Extra forgiveness.
and the further ball.
Yeah.
And then when you start to graduate from the QI series, the 790 is going to be just a wonderful stepping stone because it still has an amazing amount of forgiveness. It's still a little bit bigger of a club head, so it's not a huge drastic change.
Yeah.
Going to give you the forgiveness and feel, going to give you that further launching ball, give you some of that height, you know, in the way that it's engineered. And then as soon as you graduate from there, the 770s, boom.
Yeah.
You're a player at that point, and you should be excited about it.
Yeah. So
Give me your breakdown.
I think I totally agree with you. I'm gonna say almost all. I'm gonna retract that.
Don't generalize it for me, please.
I'm gonna say 40-40, maybe 50.
40-40,
50-30. 50-30.
Okay.
50-30. 50% probably P790s. 30% should be in the QIs.
Sure.
And maybe 20%, if that, should be 770s. Maybe
Okay.
not even. That
Not
might be
even
a little
20.
high.
Yeah.
Maybe 60%. No.
60, 30, 10.
Sure.
60% of golf.
Or 50-40, 10.
50, 40, 10. That
Let's
sounds
go.
better.
So I would say most players
50, 40, 8.
should be playing the P790 or the QIs. That's
Yes.
really what you should be looking at. In Colorado, where we don't need help with yardage, I prefer the 770 because
that extra loft.
the extra loft helps me get the ball in the air, and it's not sacrificing me any yards. It's actually helping me with yardage once I get the ball in the air.
Yep.
So I like the 770s. If I were to order a set today, it would be the 770s because the 7MCs, I love them and they perform really, really well, but they're just not forgiving enough on off-centered hits where I can actually put them in the bag.
And for now, they'll be your simulator and your man cave bag.
They're gonna be my man cave bag.
Just because they look fantastic. Everybody wants to try them.
So I would say if you like the 7MCs, but you want some forgiveness, 770 would be a sweet spot for you.
You're not gaining anything by going from 770s to 7MCs unless you're a scratch or plus.
Take the Eagle out of it. You need a 790 or a QI, and really the only way to tell which one you need is to go get fitted for them, honestly.
And you could do that here.
Come do it here.
So we didn't look at any data today.
Not today.
But what are we asking these guys to do?
Tell us at home what you want to see, what Taylormade iron you want to go up against. What?
Any other iron,
Any iron. As long as it's apples to apples. We'll put them in the simulator. We'll do a versus video for you, and we'll show you the full data, full fitting system. But I think it's pretty obvious Tate and I both prefer the 770. Tate's a single digit handicap. What are you, 6?
6.55 right now.
5.5. Oh.
I'm dropping that down. 2024 goal, I want to be at a 4.
Okay. I'm a 14. I started out last year at a 22. So I'm down to a 14. My goal this year is to get to single digits, to a 9. So a 14er, 770 is a little bit of a stretch for me. I could probably combo set 790, 770.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
But I would probably go 770s for myself. But
I like that play,
take the Eagle out of it, put away the 7MC, put away the 7MB, definitely put away the TWs.
Yeah, don't ever touch them. So you guys at home, go through the comment section, comment your combo that you want to see versus, or see other people's comments. Whichever ones start getting the most likes, whatever ones start getting the most attention, Trevor and I will shoot that video here for you guys. So you have something to do.
We'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for watching.